Have you ever given someone a gift and later find it in the trash? Or maybe a few months later you realize, I didn't see them wearing that. I've never smelled that fragrance on them. And then you think, did I seriously waste my time and money on that gift? Well, let's not waste any more time and money. Stick around and let's discuss how you can make your Valentine's gifts awesome. Lovebirds, welcome to Ask the Loveologist. And I'm excited about being here. I'm just really excited because this is the season. So I'm just excited about Valentine's and what all is going on and happening this time of the year. So I'm really excited to have you here in the Love Nest and on my broadcast, Ask the Loveologist. Well, I'm April, the Loveologist. I'm a certified matchmaker, certified love coach, and the president and CEO at AuthentiQ LOVE, where interracial relationships are our number one priority. So, in 3 words, yes, just 3 words, name the Valentine's gift you would like to receive. I'm going to take a minute here and check out the comments and see what you all are saying over there. Can you do that in 3 words? Well, hello, Sonia. What Valentine's gift would you like? Say that in 3 words in the chat. Yes, I'd like to know what it is that you would like to have this year. Also, you can let me know if you can hear me pretty good. I'm going to turn my phone off because I've learned that even though you put it on Do Not Disturb, sounds will still come through. Oh, a Range Rover. I'll be over to ride with you soon, okay? Awesome. Well, before we dig in, be sure that you take a moment for me, please, and share, like, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and follow if you're on Instagram or I said Instagram, if you're on LinkedIn or Facebook. Because our topic this evening is how to make your Valentine's gift awesome. When I thought about Valentine's gifts, giving and receiving, this particular story came to my mind, or shall I say experience I had. Several years ago, I think I must have been back in my 40s, and I had bought this person a gift, and I was real excited about delivering this gift. And it wasn't a Valentine's gift. I'll just be honest with you. It was actually a Christmas gift. And I was really excited because I knew that this gift was something that could change this person's life. Okay. And hello, Jacqueline. I was just really excited. I was so excited to give this gift because I had learned some things and I just knew that this was the gift that this person needed because it would change their life. And what it was some cassette tapes, and they were about healing. And this person had been struggling with diabetes and high blood pressure. And I was like, oh, this is the gift to give. And so we get there, we're opening Christmas gifts, and they opened my gift and said, oh, thank you and everything. And I'm over there just beaming because I just knew I had bought the gift of the century. And I didn't think anything about it. We stayed around for a while because it was Christmas time, and we went back home. Didn't think anything about it. But when I came back to the person's house about 6 months later, to my shock, surprise, and a few other things probably, I could not believe that the cassette tapes, yes, I did date myself, didn't I, when I said cassette tapes? The cassette tapes were on this person's bookshelf. And the tapes were under so much dust that I could have took my finger and wrote my name in the dust. Now you want to talk about in shock, speechless. I just didn't know what to do. And I was like, is that worse than somebody putting your gift in the trash? I was just messed up. So I want to share with you a few things that I did wrong now that I look back on it. They're laughing at me about the cassettes. Okay. So here's a few places where I actually went wrong. First of all, the concepts that the tapes were about was something that this person had never, ever heard of. They also had never heard of anyone getting healed because they read the Bible, or they didn't know anything about leveling up your faith and the things that were going to be in this set of tapes. I didn't really explain it to them. I just kind of told them about it. I didn't give them even a testimonial about anybody that I knew who had gone through these things and had a successful win and got healed. I did not pay attention to the fact that this was not something that was at the top of this particular person's priorities in life right now, because they were not in crisis state. They had medications, they were fine. And so another place that I really, really went wrong was this person had no input about the type of gift I was giving. Because when it's hot, when you're going to give gifts and it's holiday time or about to be holiday time, you ask people, you're like, well, what would you like? What are you thinking about for your birthday? What are you thinking about for Christmas? What are you thinking about for Valentine's? This person had no input. And it was kind of like, now that I look back on it, it's kind of like I probably just simply ambushed them with this type of gift that they were totally unfamiliar with. And so that's why I want to share with you today some tips on how you can make your Valentine's gift awesome. Some of them are going to sound like some very simple things, but when it comes to giving gifts, these are a few of the things that we don't think about, or we're so busy that they just don't pop up into the top of our thoughts. First of all, when you're giving gifts, and especially around Valentine's, you need to know your person. You really need to know your person. So how about this? Is this something that you typically think about? Do they even celebrate Valentine's? Especially if it's a new relationship. Do they celebrate Valentine's? Because we're talking about interracial and intercultural relationships. There are some cultures who simply don't celebrate holidays, and they don't celebrate them. They don't celebrate them at all. So you need to be aware of this type of thing. And even, like I said, if it's a new relationship, this is something you can find out and have a talk about early on in your conversations. Another thing, what about allergies? Because see, when we first think about Valentine's and we think about gifts, there's three main gifts that we think about. What's that? Candy, flowers, and some type of fragrance, whether it's a cologne for a guy or perfume for a woman. So what about allergies? Are they allergic to perfumes or colognes? Are they allergic to flowers? Do they have diabetes? Because one thing you do not want to do is give a person who has diabetes some big elaborate candy or very sweet item in front of a whole bunch of people. That's something you really don't want to do. That just kind of doesn't feel good at all on either side. So again, I'm saying know your person. And you can find out about these things without it being just a bam, bam, bam interview. You can ask creative questions in the beginning of your relationship, especially if it's fairly new, so that you can find out some of these things. Because you might say, oh, Well, do you like ice cream? And would you prefer Baskin Robbins or Dairy Queen? And that way you would hopefully find out whether this person does sweets or not. Now, when it comes to colognes and things, now I have this signature way of asking the guys about their cologne. And I'm going to tell you, it has nothing to do with giving gifts. I used to be very, very allergic to any type of fragrance. Man's fragrance, woman's fragrance, particularly designer stuff used to just wear me out. So when I'm getting to know a guy, I ask him this question. And of course, when I get done with my question, he got his chest sticking out with the answer, right? I said, so tell me, what is your favorite cologne? You know, the one that you just like to wear, the one that makes you feel like Superman and you can rescue Lois Lane anytime, anywhere. You know, that perfume, that cologne that really makes you feel like Superman. And they come out with the, they've already smiled and took that breath and they're already ready to spout it out by the time to the end of the question. So what I'm saying to you is these are some things that you want to find out because you want to know your person. But you can also find creative and casual ways to find this information out because it is important and it can really make a difference in the relationship. You don't want to mess up your relationship because of something you didn't know. The second thing I want to say here is you also want to make sure that you pay attention throughout the year. If you've been dating the person for a while, you want to make sure you pay attention to things that they say. And they may be just saying things casually or just because you're in a particular situation at the time. But usually when somebody is saying they desire something or they want something or they want to do something, they're actually serious. So what is it that this person may have repeated several times? Have they spoken about some kind of trip or some place they'd like to go or some particular outing? I know one of the things that I personally would like to do is I would like to go and see an upside down house in person. And I know you're over there going, what? Yeah, look online, type in upside down house, and you'll find several of those around the United States. But again, have they spoken about some specific type of outing, some specific activity? What have they spoken about? Because, if you've been paying attention and maybe you've been keeping note, and by the way, if you need to keep note, you might want to jot something down in your phone or keep you a little spiral or something close by where you can write these things down. But when you've been paying attention and you give someone a gift of something that they said maybe in passing or maybe something they said quite a while back, they're like, oh, you were paying attention and you do pay attention. And they feel heard. But I'm going to tell you, it also scores you some serious, serious love points in their love bank. So, hey, pay attention throughout the year or throughout the time that you are with this person in this relationship and just listen to things that they're saying that they would prefer to do or have. So, number 3, buy something that they want to use and personalize it. These are just some ways that you can make your gift just really explode in their hearts. Buy something that they would want to use and personalize it. And when I say personalize it, like buy them something that they need to go, let's say maybe they have a hobby and you've been seeing them carry their stuff in plastic bags or you just see them carrying a whole bunch of stuff in their arms, but you can get them a carrying case for whatever their tools are and have their name or their initials put on it. Something for their job and have their name or their initials put on it. I know one thing I used to like when I was trying to make sure that my desk looked all professional, and that was those wooden ink pens with your name engraved on it. Something that has to do with their sports, where there's something that you can get their name put on it. You know, a lot of times people have these sports teams that they're really crazy about, but get them a jersey and put their own name on the back of it. Another way you can personalize something is, let's say there's a photo in their house and it's of a person that's really, really dear to their heart. Maybe they and the person are in the picture. You can take that. Maybe you can't take the picture, but maybe you could take a picture of the picture and take it to an artist and let them do a portrait. That would be something that would be very personal and very dear to that person's heart. Another thing you can do, because again, we're talking about interracial relationships, something from your culture or something from their culture. Now, here's an interesting thought. You know, as we get older and we mature, we may be a bit more about the experience than we are about getting things. Because, you know, when you're younger, you tend to get things, you give things. But when you get older, you may be a little bit more about the experience. So, here's a couple of suggestions. If you don't already have a housekeeper, how about having a housekeeper come in every other week or every week? I know some ladies who would really, really appreciate that. Or what about hiring a private chef to drop by once a week or every other week? And that way you're having gourmet meals. I'm just trying to really, really just stir up your mind so that you can come up with some ideas, because you know your person, right? That's where we started. Make sure that you know your person. Well, I'm going to take a moment and I'm going to check the comments over here and see what you all are saying. I also want you to remember that this segment is called Ask the LOVEologist. So if you have some questions, be sure that you put those in the comments as well, because I always try to get to all the questions before I end the broadcast. Let me check and see what you ladies are talking about over here. Oh, thank you, Jackie. And you know, I don't know. We supposed to call you Jackie or Jacqueline? You just correct me on that, okay? Okay, and Sonia is still over here laughing at me about my cassettes. Okay, thank you. Oh, a little piece of jewelry is very nice as well, along with her Range Rover. Okay, so maybe I need to suggest that your man puts you a Range Rover in the driveway with a little piece of jewelry in the dash. Okay. And money arrangements. Money arrangements are always fashionable. Always fashionable. Oh, wow. And I also want to take time to thank you all for chiming in and being in here and always supporting. One of the things that we are doing is that we are building a waiting list for the fire and ice mixer. Now, in case you're wanting to know what a fire and ice mixer is, this is when we have several people to come together. And I'm sorry, hold on a second. I'm having a little tech issue here. There we go. Okay. We have a little mixer where we have several people that are single, interested in interracial relationships or intercultural relationships. We invite them to come together and we have fun, games. And then our main event is when we actually match them up and let them have some one-on-one conversations for a few minutes, just to, you know, get to see if this is somebody you'd like to check out and maybe go out on a date with. So this is what our fire and ice mixer is about. It's really about bringing singles together. I come in contact with singles that are in various different locations. So I could connect you with people that you would normally not come across in your day to day. So we're excited about having these, and we're inviting you to go ahead and get on our waiting list. It's going right across the bottom of the screen there, and you will be one of the first notified when we're having our next fire and ice mixer. And don't forget, tell your friends about it too, because it's always better when you do things with a friend. Now, another thing that we have going on is we have our exclusive online dating safety masterclass. Now, that is coming up this weekend. So we want to make sure that you get signed up for it. I'll make sure that it's also in the description when we finish the broadcast. But be sure that you come and join us in the online dating safety masterclass. Let me tell you a few things about this masterclass. First of all, it's exclusive. It is not something that you're going to see on Facebook or on YouTube or LinkedIn. This is going to be exclusive. It's going to be private. So that is one of the reasons why you do want to sign up. We're not going to have any replays that we're going to be sending out to you. So you are going to actually need to be live. It's June the 10th at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern. And again, you want to make sure that you get signed up. So let me tell you what we're going to talk about here in this online safety masterclass. I'm going to share with you some ways that you can keep your personal information private. I'm also going to tell you about various scams and different things that are done when you're online dating and you may not be aware of what's going on. We're going to talk about, or shall I say, I'm going to share with you several of my own personal experiences. And I'm going to tell you some of the things that I learned when I first started doing the online dating, when I first started getting into becoming a dating coach. Some of the things that I experienced because I thought I knew what I was doing. I'm going to be sharing them with you. And there's going to be a lot of safety information in this masterclass that you will not be hearing from other dating coaches or matchmakers or anybody. It's going to be all exclusive information, or what they call it, proprietary information. So yes, you definitely want to make sure that you get signed up for the masterclass. The information is rolling across the bottom of the screen, and we will also have it in the description when the broadcast is over as well. But the thing is, you want to be sure that you sign up for the class and that you're there live, because we will also have 2 bonuses for you. And you will find out about those during the masterclass. So you want to make sure that you get signed up, registered for the class before all the seats are taken. And again, share this with your friends, because why? It's always better to do things with a friend. But I know that some of you may say, I'm married, I don't do online dating, I don't need to know about that. Well, even if you are, here's the deal. There are so many single people out there doing online dating. You can take something from this masterclass and share with them, because I'm telling you, the things that I'm going to share in this masterclass are going to save somebody's life. So go ahead, get signed up, tell other people about it, and I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, June the 10th, 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern, on the online dating safety masterclass. Oh, and by the way, this is complimentary, and it'll probably be complimentary just for this one time, because as we go forward, there will become a charge for it. So you want to get in on it while it's still complimentary. So let me look back over here and see if you all are saying something else that I need to answer, respond to, etc., etc. And don't forget, if you have questions, to go ahead and put those in the comments. Yep, 3:30. Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to go on to my last two suggestions here of things that can help you make your Valentine's gifts awesome. Think back to when you first started dating this person. Think back. I know it was fun, exciting. Everybody was smiling. You had, if you're a lady, you had the giggles and you were just having a great time, right? So as you think back, is there some type of gift that you haven't given in a while? You know, we get busy and we forget some things and get distracted, but think back. Is there some type of gift that you haven't given in a while? Jewelry, a back rub, camping trip? Was bicycling something that you did when you first started dating? Did you go on road trips on a motorcycle? Did you just go to the park and hang out? What are some type of gift that you maybe gave many dates ago that maybe you haven't given in a while, but it's something that your special someone actually really likes? Another thing too is you can always ask friends, family, and a person's kids if you can't think of something that you really should be giving them. Or again, as you think back to when you first started dating, is there something or some type of gift that you've not given in a while? You can also ask your friends, family, and the person's kids. They'll help you remember, I'm sure. Okay, it says, what if the guy never says or gives a clue about gifts? Oh my goodness. That is an interesting one. You know, sometimes you have to kind of pull things out of them. You may need to ask some questions, or again, ask some friends. And also, you can pay attention to their body language and stuff. What do they do that really lights them up? And I know some men are just, they just don't give a clue at all. But think about it. What does he do on a regular basis? When he goes out with the boys, is there something that they go do particularly? When he's by himself, you know, when he's in his man cave or he's doing his by himself stuff, is there something particular that he does? You know, if you've been with a person for a little while, you kind of get a feel for what kind of things are on their heart that maybe they don't express. So that's another part of, you know, making sure that you know your person. Because, you know, sometimes I know dating someone from another culture, especially if they're away from their family, they may never let you know that they really, really want to go visit their family or have somebody from their family to come. They may not let you know that, you know, they're longing for things from home, particular types of foods or snacks or games or something like that. So those are just some kind of, just a little type of investigative questions you can come up with. You know, does that help you at all? I will look back over here in a minute to see if I answered that question at all for you, or we may have to dig deeper. Oh, Lord. Now, I know that you may be thinking that you are in a brand new relationship, and you may be wondering, well, I've only known the person for a week. Because, see, I know that we are right here. What are we about? We are about a week and a couple of days, maybe, from Valentine's. And between now and then, some of you are going to actually meet somebody that you'll want to, maybe spend Valentine's with, or at least take out for a Valentine's date or whatever. So you're wondering if the relationship is really new. What should I do? What is appropriate? I don't want to be over the top because I just met this person. Well, one thing about a new relationship, and you're this close to the holiday, is that you want to make sure that you are calm and that you realize that because this is a new relationship, there may not be any gift giving at all, which is okay. Doesn't mean they don't like you, but you have to remember, how new is your relationship? Not only could it not be any gift giving, but you may not even go out for the typical Valentine's dinner, because this is a new relationship. And so they were not able to prepare. But if you can, you want to prepare as best you can. So one of the things you can do is you can have a gift card. You can get a gift card from some restaurant to give them. You could give a gift card to the spa or to the gym for a guy, to a place where they can get them some sports equipment if that's the type of thing they like to do. But also, thinking about being in an interracial or intercultural relationship, you can scout online and look for shops that offer things from, I don't want to say from, but things that represent that person's culture. And you can give them a gift card or a gift certificate to this type of place. So I know for the African culture, there are a lot of shops who have online stores that sell a lot of the African outfits and a lot of the masks and different things that they really like to do. So this is what I mean when I'm saying you can look for something online that has to do with their culture. And that's one good way to do that. And I'm going to tell you, gift cards are one thing that you just kind of can't go wrong with. And this is going to be the, what they call it, the piece de resistance. Is that how you say it? Hey, Latoya, this would be the ultimate gift to make your Valentine's gift awesome. What I'm about to say is something that you can do if you're in a brand new relationship. Let's say brand new, you meet the person the day before Valentine's. You just don't know what to get the person. Or if you've been with this person for a while, you already know what you want to give them, but this is how you can really, really make the gift that you have awesome if you put it with this right here. Give them a handwritten note on some very nice Valentine's type paper. If it is a brand new relationship, you can tell them things about what you like about them. And you might even throw a little poem in there that you found somewhere online or whatever. But a handwritten note telling the person what you like about them and how you are hoping that your future goes, just giving them compliments and whatever, can really explode a person's heart, shall I say, and give you tons of love points in the love bank. So, yes, take time and do a little handwritten note, even if you've been with this person for a while. Because in one of my interviews this week, we talked about how you want to make sure that you are sharing things with your person to let them know that you really deeply still are attracted to them and they really still have your heart. So take time to write your special someone a nice little handwritten note and let them know that you like certain things that they do and you like how they do this and that and what they say or whatever, however you put it. But that is the cherry on the cake on how you can make a Valentine's gift awesome. Let me look back over here on my comments over here. Oh, good. That was a good answer. Thank you. And again, hello, Latoya. Oh, thank you, Latoya. So I'm looking to see if you ladies have any other questions. What if the guy never, we said that one already. And you know, if you are the type of person who does not celebrate Valentine's, it's kind of something that you want to kind of put out there. You want to make sure that you put it out there nicely. But if you don't get the opportunity to let them know in advance and they do give you something, just be kind of careful how you respond. Be sure that you don't respond in a way that you crush them. You can accept the gift and maybe at an appropriate time later on, as you get to know each other better, then, you know, they'll come to know that this is something that you don't typically do. But that is a good idea for you to kind of let them know up front. Now, Toya, you came in a little late. So is there something that you can tell us in 3 words that you would like to have as a Valentine's gift? That's how we started. And Jacqueline, I didn't see where you answered that either. So I'm sure you all have some serious stuff that you would like to have as Valentine's gift. Well, I wanted to remind you all also that we are having the fire and ice mixer sign-ups. So be sure that you do get on our waiting list so that you can be the first to know about when we are having our next fire and ice mixer. We have some very nice people already on the list. So you don't want to miss out. And if you're single, ready to mingle, this is a great way for you to mingle with like-minded people who are open to interracial or intercultural relationships. And we are going to have fun now. We are certainly going to have a lot of fun. And then, like I said, you'll have that main event where you'll get to have one-on-one chats with persons of interest, or shall I say, potential mates and dates. And then we also have our exclusive online dating safety masterclass. It's also scrolling across the bottom of the screen there. We're looking forward to seeing you on next Saturday at this event. Remember, I'm going to be sharing so much information to help you be safe. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. I'm going to share a lot of information that's going to help you be safe, because one of my very close friends who lives in India had an experience that I'm going to be sharing as well. And like I said, all of this information is proprietary information. it can save somebody's life. And this is information that you are not going to be hearing from other dating coach, love coach, matchmakers, etc., etc. And we're going to talk about how you can keep your personal and private information safe, as well as sharing with you scams and how they try to manipulate you when they're talking to you. We're going to help you be confident in conversation with them. We're going to help you spot some things just looking at a profile that will help you identify a potential scammer. And yes, I came across a lot of them, but I'm going to tell you this. Nobody has gotten any money from me or anything else. So, yes, I'm excited about being able to share this. I've actually wanted to share this for a couple of years. So, again, invite your friends to come. It is complimentary. As she said in the chat, free 30. It is complimentary. And it may not be complimentary for long, because as we go forth, it is going to grow a price tag, shall I say. Okay, I see that answer, LaToya. Okay. Well, I again want to say thank you all for joining me, for always supporting, being there, sharing, commenting, asking questions. I'm April, the LOVEologist. I'm a certified matchmaker, certified love coach, and the president and CEO at AuthentiQ LOVE, where interracial relationships are our number one priority. I'm looking forward to seeing you here. Well, not here, because that'll be Saturday. So I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday, June the 10th at 4 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Eastern for the online dating safety masterclass. And then after that, I'm looking forward to seeing you right here in our little love nest at AuthentiQ LOVE, where we are, excuse me, at AuthentiQ LOVE, where we are hosting the Ask the Loveology broadcast on next Monday at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern, right here in our little love nest, where we will be answering some more questions that have to do with your dating and relationship needs. Bye bye now.